Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I am your host Eric Smith, and today I'm talking about Diavola by Jennifer Thorne. Or is it Diavola? I'm not sure. This is from Tor Nightfire, and in this book, Anna Pace has gone to Italy for a vacation with her family, and so they're renting a villa in this small Italian town, and there's a room that they're not supposed to go into. It's all locked up, but they were given the key. Strange things start happening. Anna's trying to deal with her family. She's sort of the black sheep, not in the way of black sheep in the Rachel Harrison book, but and things get spooky. That's the nutshell, I suppose. Uh, for the too long didn't watch folks, I gave this 5 out of 5. I absolutely loved it. It's got such a great cover as well. Um, so I've never read Jennifer Thorne before. I do have her earlier Tor Nightfire book, Loot, but I haven't read it yet. I decided to read this at this time because Michelle of Michelle's Melancholia, another great, I say another great, a great, I don't want to sound egotistical, a great booktube channel. She recently did a video where she talked about this, and so I was trying to decide what to read next. I said, hey, I'll just read that next. Um, so, right off the bat, everything is from Anna's perspective. It's not in first person, but Anna is in every scene, and we're learning about everything. We're learning about her. She's an artist who works for an advertising firm in New York. She doesn't look forward to these family vacations, and she's actually, this isn't giving anything away, has lied to her brother, who wanted to go a few days early, and she said she had a client meeting that she couldn't miss, and she actually goes early, and uh, she goes to somewhere else in Italy to just spend some time by herself before showing up at this villa. And eventually she does, and it's her mother, her father, her twin brother, and his boyfriend, her sister, her brother-in-law, and their two kids, two young girls, and so they're all in this villa. And even once Anna arrives, things seem a little weird. She's hearing weird noises. She assumes there's somebody in the house, but then when she walks out the back, everybody's out back. And so there's a lot of family drama going on in the beginning of this book. The first two-thirds, I didn't count pages or anything, but for quite a bit of the book, it's mainly family drama with little bits of creepy things that are escalating bit by bit. There's a couple things in this sort of escalation that hit real hard. I'm like, man, that is really creepy. And then eventually, things go nuts. Um, when Michelle of Michelle's Melancholia was talking about this, I believe she said that um, she had heard or read that there are people that don't like the last third of it because it's tonally seems different than the first two thirds. But I thought it was great all the way through. I come from a relatively big family. I have two half brothers, but we kind of don't count them because they've never lived with us. But two half brothers, three full sisters, a stepsister, a stepbrother, and then two half step sisters, the children of my mother and stepfather. I just call them half steps. Um, so technically 10, but the two half brothers never lived with us, so 8, and then the parents, and then tons of in-laws and nieces and nephews. So I understand. I could really feel the family dynamics going on here, and the way that the siblings treated each other, the husband and the boyfriend fitting in with the family, the way the parents behaved, all to me incredibly realistic. I also think there was um, a with this type of story. I think I'm trying to avoid any spoilers type things as always. I think with this type of story, there's a point where the reader says, "Why don't you just leave? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" And I felt that Jennifer Thorne was able to convey very reasonable reasons for that not happening, for them not just saying we're getting the hell out of here. And then by the end, there's some shocking revelations about certain things, um, and so again, having never read Jennifer Thorne, I thought this was very well written. It was very well paced. I don't think it's a slow burn. Some people might think of it that way because, again, it starts with little things that are slowly going to escalate. But the pacing of the book, I think, for me, didn't make it feel like slow burn. Um, Lots of traveling around Italy and lots, again, those family dynamics really keep things rolling along, keep things interesting. And um, yeah, I'm just trying to avoid like giving anything at all away. But I think the resolution was great. Or I think the revelations were great, and then the resolution was great. Um, just absolutely loved it. Not sure what else I can say. Diavola, Jennifer Thorne, Tor Nightfire, absolutely 5 out of 5s. Very well written, very good characters. Uh, no per, maybe the little kids closest thing to perfect characters. Everybody else, I thought very realistic. The way they engage with each other, the way they behave, um, and there's one character that I actively disliked, and I think it was meant to be that way. But everybody else have their good points and their bad points, just like most people and just like family. So I highly recommend Diavola by Jennifer Thorne. And I don't know what else to say about it because I don't want to give anything away. And that's it. Yeah, I don't have a question for this video. So if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, if you know how to correctly pronounce the title, um, let me know in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. We try to be polite here at the Low Budget Review Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. If you care to follow me on other social media, my Twitter is @Rona5757. My Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, fuzzy animals, is Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K, ERIKSMITH 5757. On Blue Sky, where I really don't post much, I'm @EL Smith. That's all I've got for you. This has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.